Irene, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right, thanks.
Good. Did you have any troubles finding the office today or anything?
I just good traffic.
Good.
Here in good time, thanks.
Well, again, before we get started, I'm just going to go over our confidentiality just in case you've forgotten or anything. And that basically just says anything that's said here is between me and you. Anything you tell me, I'm not going to go around telling you secrets or anything. But there are certain aspects that I have to go against that, which is if I have to testify in court for any reason, if you need any medication that requires me to reveal anything that we've discussed so you can get that medication. And if I believe you're going to harm yourself or harm others.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about those?
Thanks.
Yeah, so let's get started. How have you been? How's the week been since we last met?
Ups and downs.
Mhm.
Certain days more downs than ups.
Yeah, that's
So,
understandable.
just pushing through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it overall it's okay. I go to work. I work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Just a daily routine.
Right.
Sometimes it's a little blah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay.
I get that. And today we're gonna talk about exactly that routine and what makes you feel blah throughout the day,
Okay.
So because there could be certain activities that you're doing that affect your day afterwards and just increase that negative feelings that you have at the end of the day. So more specifically, we're going to talk about activity scheduling. So first, can you tell me what are some activities you do throughout the day, whether it can be as small as waking up and making a bed or as big as going and run an errand that you do every day?
Okay. Typically, Monday through Friday, I get up between 5:30 and 6,
Mm-hmm.
and I make coffee, and I sit outside for about 15 minutes to an hour, and I just kind of pray and just, I like to hear the day starting outside.
Nice.
That's pretty nice. And then I'm coming and I get ready for work, work from home, like I mentioned. And then that can be stressful throughout the day and sometimes frustrating.
Right.
But then after work, I typically, so like this past week, I had to go food shopping after work, so I did that. If I don't have to do that, and then like another day in the week, I went to see my mom. Excuse me. And then other than that, I'll stay home and cook dinner.
Okay. Yeah, just a pretty normal routine.
Usually in bed by 8:30.
Yeah. Isn't it for all?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Thank you for sharing that. So first we're gonna go through each activity and say, I know it might be hard because you're thinking about it in past tense right now. But we're gonna rate that activity. And we're basically saying what mood that you have is associated with that activity. Whether it's happy, I get happy when I do this activity, I get sad when I do this activity, I kind of feel anxious when I do this. It can be any emotion that you have. And then if you could give me like a percentage of that emotion for each activity.
Okay.
Like you said at first, like you wake up in the morning
Yeah.
and you have coffee outside.
Yeah.
So like what would you rate that activity?
Well, the emotion I would attach to it is peaceful. And I would say, like 70%.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
that's good.
yeah. Yeah. It is.
And then getting ready for work. How do you feel about that one?
Well, I feel, just kind of neutral, kind of like, automatic pilot. I don't know what feeling that is. Let's say me put a feeling to it. Yeah, just something I have to do. Obligation.
So like more negative about it or
Yeah.
would you consider yourself happy when you do that?
Lately, no.
Okay.
No, because I know even though there are good parts of my job, most of it is stressful.
Right. So just knowing that like you
Right.
you might have a stressful day ahead.
Right. And I'm already thinking ahead when I'm getting ready. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't want to think about work when I'm getting
So could it be like stressful too? Getting ready?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, some apprehension, stressful,
Mhm.
yeah, getting ready, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely. And I would say that's maybe 60 to 80%, depending on the day.
Okay. So even like already there, we can see how you kind of come from like a high of like 70% to then feeling like a more negative emotion higher than that, you know? So that's how
Yeah.
you starting your day too, which may impact the rest of the day.
True.
So how about when you're actually doing work?
Uh, it really varies.
Mhm.
I think the highlight of my work is when I am talking to parents, because I
Mhm.
help parents with their babies, if they are developmentally delayed. So I think that's the highlight, is when I'm actually interacting with the parents
Right.
and I'm getting to know information. So I would probably,
And we
I,
can even break that up then. Like when
yeah,
I'm talking with people, I feel happy at
right,
X
like,
amount of
right,
percentage, you
like,
know?
for that, I would say that part of my job is 30% of my job, maybe
Mhm.
40.
Okay.
And the rest is paperwork. So when I'm doing that part of the job, I would say I feel helpful
Okay.
and
And how does that make you
encouraging.
feel?
That's like a 90 to 100%.
Right.
You know, that's
So you would connect like happiness to that then.
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely connect. And then then the other part of the job with all the paperwork and the endless things you have to remember,
Mhm.
that I would say that's more stress.
Right.
And then because that's a majority of the job,
Mhm.
unfortunately, it it does take a toll on me.
Yeah.
So I would say, that can vary day to day. I would
Right.
say the stress level on the and the unhappiness maybe
Yeah.
could be from like 80 to 100 some days.
Right.
Percent. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Mhm.
And that makes a huge difference throughout the rest of the day too. If you're at that high percentage for, let's say, 6, 7 hours, it's kind of like
Mm.
almost hard to come back down and increase your dopamine after that.
Yes, for sure.
So with the activity scheduling, just to explain it to you, we're going to look at the behaviors and situation that might be happening, and then what negative thoughts are connected to that. And then those negative thoughts then increase your depressive mood, and it's a whole cycle. So then your depressive moods goes back to that behavior situation. And let's say, for example, and it's really like your thought process of not doing good, that good activity that you like doing. So let's say like you usually like to go for a walk
Mhm.
and you haven't been going for a walk for a really long time. So then you're automatically saying, oh, I haven't been on a walk for a long time. And then you're having these negative thoughts of, I haven't been on a walk for a really long time. And then that might make you have a more depressive mood of, wow, like, shame on me for not having a walk, you know?
Right.
And then that just keeps going and going.
Right.
Versus if we focus on these activities,
Mhm.
you're doing them more. So you're already having a more increased activity.
Mhm.
And then you're recognizing, oh, I'm going on a walk more often.
Right.
Then you have those positive thoughts like, pat on my back, I'm going on a walk.
Right.
And then that kind of increases your hopefulness
Right.
instead of increasing your depressive mood.
Mhm.
So it's a cycle both ways.
Right.
And once you grasp it, you can really make a huge change throughout your everyday life. Do you have any questions about that?
No, it's interesting you're saying that, because I think I've thought about with dealing with the stress after work,
Mm-hmm.
going for a walk,
Right.
and then I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kind of stay in the house and
Right.
recover, just within that in a healthy way. I
Mhm.
might overeat or just go to bed maybe too early,
Right.
or I don't want
You don't feel like as productive and
I don't feel like talking to anybody.
yeah.
But I know I've noticed that when I have something to look forward to, even through the stress, I remind myself, oh, but
For sure.
I'm doing this, but guess what?
Yeah,
I'm meeting such and such,
exactly.
you know.
Exactly. And when we are doing, once we pick out these activities that increase your dopamine
Yeah.
and you start doing them more, your body actually releases dopamine when you even think about it. So it's like you said, throughout the day, if you, and it increases that anticipation of, oh, it's 2 o'clock. I mean, I'm in the trenches at work, but always at 5 o'clock, I'm going on a walk with a friend, or like I'm going swimming, or, and then you kind of get that little up in that moment, and that can just get you throughout the day. So that is our overall goal, to increase these positive activities. So your day, instead of it being like meh,
Right.
you can feel more positive about it, and your depressive mood decreases with it.
That makes sense.
Good.
That makes sense.
Good.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna send home with you an activity chart.
Oh.
And this chart just describes, it has the days of the week,
Mhm.
and then you're gonna list your activities for that you do throughout the day. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be very specific, but key activities that you do throughout the day.
Right.
And then with each activity, I would love if you could rate how we just did the mood and then the percentage of that mood that you have with that activity. So then our next meeting, we can go over all of them and see what activities give you that big positive emotion and moods, and we can try to incorporate those more throughout your schedule and be more mindful about it. And then therefore we can have better behaviors and situation because of it.
Okay. You want me to do this every day or just a few times a week?
Every day would be great, but I understand it could be a lot sometimes. So I don't want you to be stressed about it or anything like that, but as best as you can, as much as you can. And again, just like our last activity, spelling, grammar, whatever, doesn't matter for this. We're just looking at the overall percentages of the moods.
Okay, I'll try it.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Do you have any questions about it at all or anything?
So I guess I'll just make copies and then for each day I'll fill on the chart.
Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah, perfect. Well, I'm looking forward to talking to you again, and I hope this really helps increase your hopefulness and then decreases your depressive thoughts at the same time.
I hope so. I'm willing to try anything.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Thank you.